An Overwatch stop-motion video? What? Also, Winston is not going to get buffed, and Aaron Keller is going to give us a breakdown of the Petra map. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am StopMotion. Now, yesterday, I put a video out, and I'm like, yeah, what the hell is Aaron Keller going to do at Overwatch League with this whole Overwatch anniversary reveal they're going to do? Well, I completely forgot that, well, yeah, there's a new map, isn't there? There's Petra. So that's obviously why Aaron Keller is there. So I guess let's start the video off with that. Aaron Keller is the lead map designer, so he is there to explain to us what's going on with Petra. Now, a couple of things I hope we get to see with this new map. I want to see new sort of elements on the map, new ways of moving around the map. We've got jump pads, but I'd like to see teleporters in the map and, you know, crazy stuff like that, or massive jump pads that can just like fire you across the map. Something crazy I want to see, like real crazy. Now, it is Petra, so it will be very well, how can I explain this? It'll be very tight. It'll be very enclosed. It'll be pretty much like Chateau Guillard, I think, in terms of design, because that's, you know, that's sort of like a deathmatchy style map. It's like a Quake map, if any of you guys have played Quake. So I think they're going to go for that. Obviously, it's Petra. It's indoor. Now, there might be crazy stuff like traps in there, because Petra... okay, Petra doesn't have traps in it. Let me just clarify this. But in Indiana Jones, it kind of does. I believe the floor collapses away in Indiana Jones in Petra. So there might be things like that going on in the map. I hope that happens. And that's totally the reason why Aaron Keller is there. Now, the confusion I had yesterday is I know Aaron Keller is involved in more than just design of the map. He's involved in the story direction of Overwatch. He was involved in the early design of Overwatch in terms of how they wanted to deliver the story and all of that stuff. So him being there with Michael Chu got me thinking, well, actually, this might be some sort of massive announcement where Michael Chu's like, check out the latest trailer and this, cinematic short. And the cinematic short is based on Farah, because I'm pretty sure the next one will be. And then it's the start of a new storyline. It's no longer cinematic shorts or animated shorts that are based on stuff that's happened in the past. It's modern, it's up to date, and it's like, this is happening right now, so this is the way the story's going. I think that was just me reaching for the sky and hoping that's what we were going to get, like actual lore for the game. Like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Anyway, it turns out that the reason Michael Chu is going to be there is to introduce a celebratory stop-motion video. So, we got this tweet yesterday from Overwatch League, which was then retweeted by Play Overwatch, and it says this: only 4 more days until Overwatch Anniversary 2018 begins. Watch Overwatch League on May the 19th, half-time for matches 1 and 2, for a glimpse of Petra, a new skin, which 100%, guys, be a legendary skin. Probably will be the Doomfist skin, because that's, I mean, Jeff teasing the Doomfist skin in the dev update. They'll probably show us that before, well, you know, like, they'll just probably show us that, I'd imagine. And a celebratory stop-motion video. And I was like, what? Stop-motion video? What? Hang on. Is that Wallace and Gromit? Now, I'm not sure if Wallace and Gromit is an international thing. I know it's something in the UK. There's probably a lot of you guys going, what the hell, Sty, is Wallace and Gromit? What are you talking about? Well, Wallace and Gromit is like a clay sort of animation, stop motion, you know, where you model the figure, and then you take a picture, and then you slightly move it, take a picture, slightly move it, take a picture, and then you add it all together, and it creates the illusion of motion. This is, I guess, how things were done before CGI, right? I remember Ed 209 from RoboCop. This is going off on a mad tangent, but Ed 209 was stop motion. He wasn't like computer generated because, well, they didn't have computers that could do that at the time. Anyway, they're going to do this for Overwatch. So what could this be? Well, I'm starting to think now this isn't going to be some brand new introduction to new lore. It's not, probably not high production enough for that. What it's probably going to be is the Overwatch heroes having a little party, like, way, we're 2 years old. Thanks, guys, for playing. We love you all. And great. And then there might even be like, I don't know, funny little cameos from like a clay motion Jeff Kaplan, you know, and stuff like that. Probably that. That's probably what it is. It's not going to be what I wanted, which was like some crazed rebirth of the Overwatch lore, which starts off with some mental Farah cinematic with the God program going crazy and Anubis and breaking. I don't know. That's where I was going in my head, and that is not going to happen. So I'm a little bit disappointed. However, I am very intrigued to see what this stop motion video is. Now, in terms of when this is going to be shown, between games 1 and 2, so these, obviously the first and the second game, it depends on how fast the games get played, but I'd imagine this will probably be about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes into the start of the broadcast. We'll get a look at whatever they're going to announce first. So maybe Petra in the skin. And then into the like an hour and a half after that, probably, we're going to then see the stop motion video. So if you're in Europe, Probably you need to stay up till about midnight to catch all of this stuff, or maybe even 1 a.m. So it's going to be a pretty late night. Of course, all of this stuff will be put out there onto Twitter, onto Play Overwatch's YouTube channel, and all of that good stuff. So you won't miss out. Anyway, if you want to catch it live, then do watch Overwatch League for at least, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours tonight, and you probably will catch it. Okay, so next up, we've got Winston. Winston's not going to be buffed. Now, this is a really, really interesting thing to me, because when you go, I mean, I dare you, ladies and gentlemen, to go onto the Blizzard forums, go into the Overwatch forums, and just read it. There's a lot of people asking for buffs for Winston. Well, Jeff has just come in and said, no buff for Winston. Well, yeah. There's not going to be a buff for Winston. The problem Winston has got right now is Brigitte counters what Winston was the spearhead of, which is dive comp. Brigitte is very strong against Winston, so if there's a Brigitte on the enemy team, it's very hard for Winston to get work done. This means then you play another tank. Right now, that tank is generally Reinhardt. Yes, Reinhardt has problems against Brigitte, but Reinhardt can work with a Brigitte, where Winston finds it very hard to do that. So often you see Reinhardt getting played with Brigitte on both sides, basically. So this means less Winston play. Now, a lot of people are very connected to their main hero. So when you see your hero, which has been played in every game for the last 8 months, and you're like, oh, now he's not viable all of the time. These people go to the forums and are like, this is the worst thing ever, this is terrible. But actually, is it really that terrible? Because what's going on here is it forces you to play a different hero. And that is kind of the gist of Overwatch. This is what the devs have been peddling for ages. You have to flex, you have to pick what your team need. That means right now, if you're a Winston player, you probably need to learn to play Reinhardt and play Orisa. You probably can play those heroes anyway, but you're going to have to get used to playing them more often. Now, this is, on the flip side of the argument, can be a little bit annoying, because if you really enjoy one hero and it's not as effective as it used to be, it can feel like something is being taken away from you, and that's not a great feeling, is it, guys? So I can understand both sides to the argument. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. We are going to get a celebratory stop-motion video tonight on the Overwatch League stream. I can't wait to see what that is. I want you guys to go crazy with speculation in the comments below and just, I don't know, try and guess what it could be. I think it's going to be some sort of party with all the heroes involved, and maybe some of the devs, you know, little models of them and stuff like that. It'd be fancy, no doubt. And we're also going to get to see Petra, which I hope has got crazy new movement things on the map, because of course it is a dedicated deathmatch map, and also crazy traps possibly and stuff like that, with, like, you know, a little bit of Indiana Jones influence. And we're going to get to see a new skin, which I think is probably going to be the Doomfist skin. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, then like the video. Remember, you can subscribe to the channel, and you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.